IIT aspirants was preparing for JEE advance exam on this coming Sunday. I'm professor in one of the reputed engineering college, and also I'm ex-scientist from Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO. So just because this is one of the toughest exam in this category, in this age group of students, it is most dynamic and unpredictable exam, I can say, compared to all other exams. There is no set of pattern maybe there in this advance. Maybe you know kinds of questions, but maybe sometimes maybe it may change also. So understand the students are in tremendous pressure, huge, they're having very good tension. So just I thought to give some suggestions, ideas, so that that can help them to remove their stresses, right? So there are a lot of stress because just hardly 7 days are left out for their exam. So the few points maybe I'll mention so that you can remove your stress. Students can remove their stress and they can focus. Normally they can focus on the subject and prepare well for this next 7 days. And they're going to write the exam and they can get a very good rank so that whatever their ambitions, whatever their dreams, those things they can fulfill. So this for students who's reached in this advance JEE advance, so they already cleared JEE main, right? So once after you clear main and you were in top 15%, you are now top 15% of the students. Then only they were eligible to write this exam, right? So that is one good sign, right? So this has to motivate you, right? You are out of you're the top 15% of the students in India in your age group or in your category, right? That's a good thing. So you already your success, right? So partly you got success. Now rest of the your journey also you successfully you can do, and you can going to get success. Only thing you need to have a composed mind. You need to have a clear target. You have clear target, right? So those things are required. So that is a good sign. And second thing, so students are in tremendous pressure. Just remember, the people who you are in competition is also student like you only. They're not robots. You're not competing with the robots, or you're not competing some aliens, right? So you're competing with the people who's just like you, just like your background, or maybe a little bit different background, but they're also peoples, they're also person, they're also human beings, right? They're also having like you, emotions like you, some remember, something may forget. So don't worry. So just you can go and perform well. Then definitely, if you're in one day, in that particular day, if your performance is better than others, then definitely you may emerge as the All India first rank also, right? So just go in a composed mind. And I think one more thing, just what I want to tell you here, from especially in last year and this year, a number of seats in IITs are increased. So here, whatever the students are aspiring for to get admission in IIT. So now already you have the more number of seats are there, and also this year in 2020, so JEE Advanced 2020, the students whose register is less compared with last 3 years. So already your competition is come down now. So students are less and the seats are more. So compared with previous 2 years or previous 3 years, whatever the competition is there. So now competition is very much less, right? So be relaxed for that now. And one more thing, what I need to tell you, if you see the last year's JEE Advanced performance or results of the students, I think even top first ranker also, he scored somewhere about 90% of the marks. So still there is a chance, there is a chances there to do mistake or maybe to leave some portion. So if you see, so normally if you're targeting the best IITs, the top 10 IITs, which is older IITs, so if you see in that, so in that, if you want to score, maybe you need to get somewhere about your rank is more than or less than 5,000 rank, right? So if you want to get 5,000 rank, if it's last year's statistics, if you see, or maybe last 2-3 years statistics, if you see, somewhere about 45-47%, if you score in advance, you're going to get this rank under 5,000. And so comfortably, you're going to get the seat in reputed IITs, old IITs you can get. So in this IITs, almost 13,000 plus seats are available. In that top 10 IITs, if you take IIT Kharagpur, IIT BHU, IIT Kanpur, IIT Bombay, IIT Madras, IIT Kanpur. So all these IITs, which are the top 10 IITs, having consisting of more than 10,000 seats. So if you want to get in this, so if you are a general category, I think 10,000 seats are there means if you're getting under 5,000 rank, so definitely there is a huge possibilities are there. You're going to join in these reputed IITs. So then in that 5,000 rank, if you want to get, I think 45% in last year, maybe this year if competition little higher, or maybe if paper is coming a little easier, maybe you can see 50% if your score marks. So definitely you will be under the 5,000 rank. Then I think you comfortably you can land in any good IIT. So that's why don't worry much about now, because just 1 week left out. You cannot concentrate anything new topic. Already you are aware that you need to see whatever you already learned, whatever already you're good in that. You need to become a perfect. That's the main thing. So maybe whatever the 50%, 60%, or 70% of the syllabus, whatever you're focusing. So on that, maybe you can concentrate on that itself, and you need to be perfect in that. And one more thing, what I can tell you, that when you're writing any competitive exam, whether it's a JEE main or advanced or whatever competitive exam, so all questions are not tough, are not hard, right? So every question paper is consisting of all kind of questions. Some is easy, some is moderate, and some is tough. So if you take in advance, so maybe tough questions are little maybe higher side, maybe 35 to 40% questions are tough, but remaining questions, if you say almost 60% of the questions are easy to moderate. So almost 15 to 20% questions are easy comparatively, and also 40 to 45% of questions are moderate. With proper hard work, proper preparation, you can score, right? So 60% marks you can get it if your preparation is good, and your even with proper planning, if you go, you'll get 60%. Even in that 40%, if you're preparing well, and if you've done a lot of questions, and if you've done a smart work, so in that also some 15 to 20% possibilities are there. You can score. Means almost you score 80%. Even if you work very hard and you are each and every topic you study 100%, you prepared 100% syllabus, and you can go and write, then definitely you can score more than 90%. Even with few questions or may wrong, or few questions you're not attempt also, it's not a problem. 90%, if you're getting 90%, definitely you will be in top 2 or 3 ranks in all India ranking, right? So you just focus it based upon your status now. So how much percentage of the subject you're good. So based upon that, you can go ahead and you can prepare now for this next 7 days. 7 days are there for your JEE Advance. So utilize this 7 days more effectively. So out of 24 hours every day, so maybe minimum, maybe you can target for at least focus on studies at least 15 hours. So even remaining time, maybe you can relax it, maybe you can sleep and whatever things you do. But 15 hours, if you focus next 7 days, I think it will be better. And most important thing is quality of your time spending is more important than quantity. So whatever the quality of your time, so this quality of time you can utilize properly. So my suggestion to the students is you need to go for at least 2 mock-up exams in these 7 days. 2, or if possible, you can go for 3. So when you're taking mock-up, so mock-up, you take a good mock-up exam, not like whatever is available, whatever is coming your way. So don't take that. So reputed mock-up exams who's having good reputations, as well as who having better track record. Previously, most of the questions questions, the quality, the toughness, and their hard is almost equivalent to your advanced exam. So in that category, if any papers are there, any things are available, you can take it. If not, you take the previous year's advanced exam, JEE advanced exam, you can take and try to take it as a mock-up. So every day, so 2 mock-ups or 3 mock-ups, maybe 2019, 2018, 2017 papers you can take, and you can try to solve it. And this, whatever the mock-up exam you're doing, it has to be a real-time mock-up. It's not like you're solving few questions now and then you're taking a break and you're solving. Don't do that. So you just assume whatever the mock-up exam is there, it's a real-time advanced JEE advanced exam. So in that level, you need to prepare. So that also the timing. Whenever you're taking the mock-up exam, you take the same time which your JEE exam is there. So that is maybe from 9 to 12 in morning and 2:30 to 5:30. So first day you can take the first mock-up exam, the same timing 9 to 12 and 2:30 to 5:30 exam. You can take it, and after completion of these two slots, then you can cross-check and verify how many questions you're correct and how many questions you're not correct. Why I'm telling you to take the same time? Because our mindset or mind cycle as well as the day cycle is, if you set the mind cycle and day cycle to that your final exam, so then it will be always better. So you can tune your mind in that particular time. It has to be active and it has to be, it used to give some kind of solutions or some kind of thinking you need to improve in the. So improve the thinking time. So if you're improving your thinking time, and you can tune your mind into suits that. So then after 7 days, in the 8th day also maybe your mind and your thing will become very sharp. And if anything anything, even if little bit difficult questions also come, you can easily you can find the solutions. So your memory power also will be sharpened, and also your the thinking power also increase. So these things you can focus. So this is that's why I'm telling you, just you can focus on the particular times. Times are also very important. And when coming to you after markup exams, when you cross check the answer key, so just check how many questions you're done correctly and how many questions you're not correct, not done correctly. So what are the questions you done correctly means whatever your calculations, your assumptions, your timing on that, it's good. And whichever you're not done correct, your mistakes has happened, you just analyze where mistake has happened and where your calculations or your assumptions or your understanding is lagging. You try to improvise that. So in this, when you're doing the markup exam, so you just take that same portion which you are preparing for your final advanced exam. If you're decided to remove few topics from your preparation, so remove the topics from your markup exam also. For example, you're preparing 70% of the syllabus, so removing some topics. So just example, if you take in some portion of inorganic chemistry, you removed, or maybe some portion of physical, some portion of vector calculations, or maybe some kind of mechanics, some portion of mechanics you want to remove from the physics, so you can remove. In this markup also, you only focus those portion which is you're completely preparing. Something you're already decided to skip the topic, so leave the topic and don't worry about those questions. Don't touch the questions also in your markup exam. So only that 70% questions you can focus. In the 70% syllabus, if you say you maybe scored more than 70, so maybe 75, 80, even up to 85% of marks also is possible to score. Just focus on that, and whatever the mistakes are there at the evening time, just evening you see the mistake and try to rectify those mistakes. That's why I told you, I'm telling you, don't go for the exam every day. You can go for markup exam alternate day. If you take in a markup exam on first day, so don't take a markup exam on second day. You can go for a markup exam on third day. So that whatever the one day is there, so in that whatever the mistakes you've done in markup exam, that you need to rectify. So in that, major mistakes are not there because already you have studied your syllabus, everything you're done. Only thing, little bit confusion, little bit misunderstanding, a little bit time management maybe is missing. So those things you need to improvise. So in your final exam, so most important thing is your time management. So same kind of time management you need to do it in the markup exam. And this time management maybe you can improvise as you go to mark 1 to mark 2, mark 2 exams to mark 3 exam. So right, so you improvise those things. So second day you're taken improvisation steps and everything you're done. Even if your mistakes are less, so what you used to do, even the correct questions, whatever you attempted, which is given you the mark. So that questions also you need to see what different ways the examiner can ask you, because normally in IIT Advanced, JEE Advanced, there is no question repetition. So whatever the questions you're taking markup of previous years, you don't expect that even a single question may come. but questions may ask the different way. So that's why, so whatever the correct questions were you done in markup, in that you just see how many different ways questions can ask. So maybe you can refer the books, whatever the possible way in that 1 day time, because whatever the time you're taking, mostly the timing is mostly focusing on this only. So different methods, whatever the question is there, that you can do it. And after third day again, you take one second markup. Second markup also do the same thing. So take from 9 to 12 and 2:30 to 5:30, and in the evening you need to check your score. So in second markup, most important thing you need to check, and you need to see how much percentage you scored, and also you can check with your markup one. So normally from markup one to markup two, because you've done some preparation, some rectification has done, so your markup in second markup, your performance has to at least little bit improvisation has to happen. Otherwise, at least it has to come on the same. It's not supposed to come down. If it is come down means again you need to take care. So why this decrease in marks are happened? So that you need to focus on and try to eliminate those mistakes or those faults, which is the markup one to markup two, whatever the reduction is happened, reduction in marks are happened. So that you need to focus it. If you feel mark two, you reduce the marks more, then maybe you can take 2 days break for mark three, not 1 day. So it's take 2 days break. So on fourth day and fifth day, you need to focus where you done the mistake and rectify those, and whatever the confusions are there, those confusions and remove. And sixth day, you can go for the markup exam. So definitely, if you do this, your third markup definitely it is increasing trend. So markup one, markup two, markup three, make sure it has to be an increasing trend. So markup three, after markup three, at least make sure at least 1 day, if possible, 2 days break. 2 days has to be there in your final exam. So in these 1-2 days, maybe you can rectify again the same thing. So whatever the confusions, whatever the hurdles you facing after three markup, those things you try to rectify. So once you rectified those hurdles, then you are ready for your final exam, right? So final exam. So Saturday by Saturday you can complete all these things, and by Saturday evening you be relaxed, and then Sunday you can go and write the exam. So as my suggestions are my normally I used to tell to my students, so at least you need to take 2 to 3 mock-ups in last 1 week or 10 days. So within 10 days or maybe 1 week. So you take and make sure that your mock-up exam 1, 2, 3 has to go in increasing order. Maybe your performance has to increase. Otherwise, at least the performance has to be in the standstill at the same month. So these things, if you focus, so definitely. So why these all things is required, the timing and as well as these, so that you can train your mind. You can tune your minds to get the answers properly on the last day, on the box, on the day of your final exam. So these things are required. Do it this definitely. You're going to get better marks as well as improve. So whatever you're planning today, so definitely more than that, whatever you're expecting today. So more than that, maybe 2 to 5% definitely increasing your marks if you're following this method. Okay, so all the best for your JEE advance. I hope definitely you are going to do well, very well in this exam. All the best.